What's up, everybody? This is James, and Vinnie Vincent lives in my basement. He does. That's where he's been.
Is that where he worships the devil?
That's where he worships the devil, and that's where he conjures up all his contracts to sue Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons.
Really?
Right in my basement, yeah.
Huh.
Right in my basement.
How interesting.
He's got a new song that he's coming out with called Bruce Kulick Took My Job. Sounds pretty good. Good leads.
Yeah?
Yeah, good leads.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, they always have good leads.
Yeah.
But this week, what we're listening to.
What we're listening to.
Almost forgot that. So, I guess we'll split it up. We have 2 local bands we're going to do, and then a gigantic one. Well,
right.
If you're a guitar player, I guess.
Pretty fucking huge band, yeah.
But a lot of people probably haven't heard of them. Unless you're... Well, we'll get to it. But I guess we'll do a local first.
Do a local first?
Yeah,
okay.
Why not?
Well, Friday night, Mario and I had the pleasure of opening for this band at the Pickwick in Poughkeepsie.
Yes.
These dudes are called Against Their Will. Really cool metal band from North Carolina. Good dudes.
Yeah, they were really nice.
This is their EP called American Strato Fortress. You can find these guys at facebook.com/ATWNC band. So if you can fucking remember
Against
that.
Their Will from North Carolina. So just,
right.
Use the initials to all that.
And you can find them on reverbnation.com/Against Their Will band. And check them out. These dudes are really good. This is a very mixed bag of things. There's a little Metallica in here. Yeah. There's a little Pantera in here. There's a little Drowning Pool. There's a little Godsmack. There's a little Disturbed. There's even a couple tunes. For instance, the song Blood and Honor on here reminds me a lot of...
Like a hardcore thing.
Five Finger Death Punch, like off the first album, before they started really going...
I never
doing one of those.
Them, so.
But yeah, good EP. I mean, these guys actually, the night after they played with us, went back down to North Carolina and opened for Godsmack, and I'm sure that those dudes...
Yeah, they went over well, probably.
I'm sure those dudes ate this fucking band up, because that's like
they have a lot of gear, too.
Oh, yeah, ton of gear.
They filled the stage up.
Ton of gear.
Lots of lights. And they were cool enough to let us, use... They had to have their lights on when we played.
Yeah, definitely.
Because there was lighting, and we never have any.
Right. Yeah, no, good dudes.
They were nice guys, yeah.
Against Their Will, American Strato Fortress, like I said, if you're a fan of... If you put Godsmack, Disturbed, Metallica, Five Finger Death Punch, and Pantera in a blender, you would get something very familiar to what these dudes sound like.
Yeah.
So if you dig all those bands, and who doesn't like half those fucking bands, go check these guys out. Once again, facebook.com/ATWNC band.
Yeah, if you
hit them up.
If you get the chance to see them live, do it. Tell them Reaper told you to go.
That's right.
Hopefully they remember us.
I'm sure they will.
They probably will. They seem nice.
They were talking to us for a while.
They were cool guys. All right, so next, I've been listening to this week Racer X. Now,
good band.
I guess if you're not a guitar player,
Paul Gilbert.
Yeah, Paul Gilbert and Bruce Billiet. I don't know exactly how to say his name. Some weird French name, I guess. But they're fucking awesome guitar players. If you're a guitar player, I just want to have mouth sex with their guitar solos. It's just so good. That's how good it is. It's all fast and slow and and wet. No,
and really warm.
They're just amazing musicians. And I've been listening to what was it called? Something. What's the album?
Sheehan wasn't in that band, was he?
No, he was in Mr. Big, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
I've been listening to Second Heat. That was the one. I mean, I have so many other albums, but that's the one I've been listening to lately. And
is that an earlier or a newer release?
It's 80s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's so good. And there's just it's like there's something unique about the way they approach their guitar solos, and you just I don't know. you could see like how many bands later on have been influenced by Paul Gilbert. You know, huge influence on almost any metal guitar player who hasn't heard of Paul Gilbert or at least respects him. Is kind of a dick. You know, like, you gotta respect how awesome Paul Gilbert is.
Yeah.
You know,
I've always heard Marty Friedman say really good things about him.
Oh yeah,
I've always heard
they used to live
Bumblefoot.
in Japan a lot together.
Right, yeah. I've always heard Bumblefoot say very good things about him too.
I've heard he's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
I never met him, but I mean, I've watched a lot of interviews and heard a lot of things, and he seems cool. He's willing to share information with people. He doesn't try to hide anything. His hands are probably fucking gigantic, and you know, it looks like he puts his hand over a guitar and it disappears. But yeah, it's totally worth checking out. They have their vocalist hits a lot of good highs. You know, the drumming's 80s drumming. You know, that was before they kind of had a lot of fancy stuff going on, but he's
not
good.
a lot of double bassing or whatever.
No, but he's good.
Right,
he's good, and yeah, all around. I mean, it's hard to tell sometimes if you're not paying attention if it's Paul Gilbert soloing or Bruce. You know, and that's how good they're both good, and Bruce doesn't really get the credit. I think it's deserved to him.
No, that's Racer X is definitely, I think, nationally looked at as kind of Paul Gilbert's band.
But it's not just Paul Gilbert,
right?
You know, and I think that you know, more people should look up Bruce by himself on YouTube. I mean, there's tons of solos of him doing stuff that you would have heard in Racer X and not even realize, oh, that's not even Paul Gilbert. You know, don't get me wrong, Paul Gilbert's doing a lot of cool stuff on there too.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, so check it out. It's definitely
Racer X.
Yeah, if you're a guitar player, totally worth it.
Classic stuff.
Yeah, but so we'll go back to another local now.
I've got one more here from our brothers in Eyes of the Dead. This is their newest album, The Sum of All Your Fears, and this CD fucking rules.
Yeah, it's been around a while now.
Yeah, these
Over 10
dudes
years.
just had their 10-year anniversary
Now it's
last
11.
year. Now it's 11, yeah.
We played their 10-year anniversary.
They
were nice enough. That was the second show Reaper played, I think.
I think it was our second gig,
They were nice enough to... We were new. I mean, granted, we were in other bands that have played with them before and everything, but they were cool. They just threw us on there. No question.
Yeah.
Didn't even need to hear us.
Yeah, good dudes.
They were good dudes.
I've known these guys for a long time. I actually met these dudes when I was in Left in Ruins. They were always really fucking nice guys to me.
Yeah,
and,
I saw them play at the Pickwick Pub. I think did I play that show? Blood Obsession?
No, that was the first toy show.
Oh, that was neither one.
That
of
was
us
the
did.
first.
Oh, you
toy
did
show.
that one with Left in Ruins.
No, I didn't play that.
I'm totally wrong. Try to correct myself to be like, oh look, I'm right in some way. One of us did it.
We were looking for a drummer at that point.
Yeah.
We were looking for a drummer at that point.
But they played and they were good.
Yeah, they were fucking amazing.
I think they did an Iron Maiden cover, didn't they?
Yeah, The Evil That Men Do.
I remember that.
Yep, they
that
do a
awesome.
lot of killer covers.
Yeah,
Their
own songs are really good too, of course.
Right. And that brings me back to this. This new CD, this is their third album.
And they were recording that, I think, on their 10-year when we played with them. They showed us a little clip.
It
sounded awesome then.
Frank's car, yeah. This is definitely, I mean, I like their last two records a lot, but I always felt that Eyes of the Dead never really got on recording Frank's live voice, because if you ever see Eyes of the Dead live, Frank has a very specific growl, and he's got like his own thing going on, and I've always felt that the first two albums before this one, it was like a little too clean. But this album, his vocals really, really mega shine through, and they get his live performance on the recording, and it just sounds awesome.
So how would you describe the type of metal they are, without going too specific into genre?
I would say death metal
ish
with a lot of thrash thrown in there.
Yeah.
A little power metal thrown in there.
Yeah, they got a lot of guitar solos too. They can play.
Guitar pyrotechnics going on.
Yeah.
And also they've got a lot of the Swedish sound.
Yeah. Yeah, like European death metal kind of.
Yeah. They've got like the whole Scandinavian thing going on, man. There's times where I'm listening to this and I'm like, oh my God, I could hear this on an old In Flames tune or an Amon Amarth song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's almost like these guys are from Connecticut, but they sound like they just jumped off a boat and got ready to fucking raid a village. You know, and fucking stand over the bodies fucking with meat horns. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, Recollection, great song. The Ballad of Camp Blood, it's about Friday the 13th. How can that not be a cool song? Danger Zone, which is about Archer.
Welcome to the Danger Zone.
How could that not be a
fucking
Archer,
the show,
song?
huh?
The cartoon.
I still gotta check this album out.
Arachnophobia, which is about the classic movie from the 80s about spiders with
that
John
movie
Goodman.
Freaked me out.
Yeah, me too.
I hate fucking spiders.
Me too. And this song is fucking awesome on it. Gallery of Human Atrocity, great tune. This whole album rocks. And what's really cool is there's a couple interludes on here where they're playing around with acoustic guitars, which is something
nice.
I've never heard them fuck with before. So go check it out. You can find them at facebook.com/EOTDmetal, reverbnation.com/Eyes of the Dead, or if you want to contact them for booking a show or whatever, grabbing t-shirts, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, get some merch.
It's Eyes of the Dead at KNAC.com.
Cool.
So hit them up.
And
tell them Reaper sent you.
I was going to say something, and I can't remember. I feel like a dog right now. Fuck. Anyway, but if you, if anybody has the CD you want to send us or something, maybe send us a message on Facebook.
Yeah.
At the Two Metalheads, and we'll
give
you an address or something.
Yep.
Or you could send us a link. You know, that will work too.
Anything. Glam, death, black,
matter.
thrash, power,
prog,
doom.
whatever.
All of it. All of it. Send it all over.
This is what I wanted to say. They're playing with us August 15th.
Yes, August 15th at the Spruce Hill Inn, 1 Lake Oscawana Road in Putnam Valley, New York. Eyes of the Dead, Rooms of Ruin, Infidel, and Reaper.
Yeah, so add us all on Facebook.
And it's only $5.
And, you know, you'll see the flyer.
And it's the day before my birthday, so you should come out and buy me birthday beers.
Word. $5 for a good night of metal. You know, a nice bar. It'll be a great time.
Yeah, awesome time.
Two Metalheads.
Two Metalheads.